Everyone be seated, please. Good afternoon. My name is Bruce A. Hawkins. As chairman of the Board of Trustees of Western Piedmont Community College, I am privileged to extend a sincere and heartfelt welcome to all of you to the 2017 Western Piedmont Community College graduation. Also, I would like to extend a special welcome to Dr. Jimmy Williamson, president of the North Carolina Community College System. Today, let's celebrate together with the graduates who are now our future. Graduates, today marks an important day in your lives and a significant milestone in your life's journey. Take a look around you and appreciate this moment and give thanks to family, friends, and those who have helped you along the way. Entering into this institution facing intense competition, you pursued your academic work with great dedication. By your hard work and by dedication to maintain high standards, you earned your degree. You are now equipped to take on the world. As you march out into the broader world, and must realize that your graduation day is not the end, but a new beginning. And as you come to accept this, you are presented with new choices and thousands of possibilities of what you can become sometime in the future. Destiny awaits. Whether you choose to further your education or to move directly into your career. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once stated, "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. Then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving forward." Today, I encourage you to get busy with the next step in your education and your life. Please accept the congratulations and best wishes from the college, its trustees, and staff. We wish for you a future that is as happy as you are today. Congratulations. I now welcome Maya Lowe, president of the Western Piedmont Community College student body and student trustee, to the lectern for her remarks.
Hello parents, friends, and family. Welcome to the Western Piedmont Community College 2017 graduation. I am honored to have served as your SGA president and to also be a part of this graduation as I give my farewell and good luck speech to you all. I would like to begin by quoting someone most of us have known since we were very young. And today, I will bring you back to your childhood. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. Dr. Seuss. I chose this quote because it reminds me of how many of us have jobs. Many of us have kids. And yes, many of us are still just kids. But you all chose to steer yourself in the direction of getting your degree. And here you are today, graduation day. Coming together here at Western Piedmont, I'm sure has taught us to face many challenges, like late night studying, projects, and exams. You might have never thought you'd put yourself through so many challenges, but today we honor and celebrate your accomplishment. You have left a legacy by putting forth the time and effort. A friend of mine once said, "School is not my thing. It's too hard. I probably won't finish. I really don't want to be here today. And today she sits before me as one of your fellow graduates. Let's not lie. That's something all of us have said in the past, which is perfectly fine, because what really matters is that you stuck through and persevered. Graduates of 2017, as you walk across this stage and accept your degrees, I urge you to stand tall, to smile, and remember all the good times, the good thoughts, and where your hard work got you because of Western Piedmont. We hope you are able to incorporate what Western Piedmont Community College had to offer in this new chapter of your life. Good luck, and remember to come back to share your stories. Once a pioneer, always a pioneer. Thank you.
Thank you, Mal. My name is Michael Helmick, and I am the president of Western Piedmont Community College. And I, too, would like to add my personal greetings to the audience and the graduates and welcome everyone to the annual spring graduation ceremony at Western Piedmont Community College. This afternoon, we are gathered to honor the students of the graduating class of 2017, those students whose desire for learning and aspirations for a better life led them to enroll at Western Piedmont. Before we proceed with this ceremony, I do want to recognize several individuals who are here this afternoon to participate in this annual celebration of our students' achievement. First, a group of very dedicated and supportive individuals who give so unselfishly of their time and energy to Western Piedmont, our Board of Trustees. If our board would stand as I call their names. Mr. Bruce Hawkins, Chair of the Trustees. Mr. Bill Lennon, Vice Chair. Mr. Scott Mulvey, and Ms. Mal Lowe, Student Trustee. Please join me in showing your appreciation for these individuals. Thank you, and you all may be seated. Next, I would like to acknowledge the administration of the college, the deans and the senior administration who work so well together to ensure the efficient operation of the institution. The senior staff of Western Piedmont, would you all stand as I call your names? Ms. Sandy Hoylman, Vice President of Administrative Services. Mr. Atticus Simpson, Vice President of External Affairs and Workforce Development. Ms. Rhea Crawford, Vice President of Academic and Student Success. And Ms. Kathy Durham, Executive Assistant to the President and Trustee Liaison. Kathy is not on stage. She's actually sitting right over here, helping us get everything arranged on the stage. Also the college deans, Mr. Michael Daniels, Health Engineering and Applied Technology. Ms. Anne Marie McNeely, Dean of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Leslie McKesson, Dean of Business, Public Services and Academic Support. Mr. Lee Kaiser, Dean of Workforce Development and Continuing Education. Ms. Susan Williams, Dean of Student Services. Mr. Jim Coleman, Dean of Information Technology. Let's give these dedicated Western Piedmont Community College administrators a hand. Thank you, and you all may be seated. Next, a group of individuals without whom we could not operate the college. You may not be aware that Western Piedmont consistently outperforms many of the other North Carolina community colleges on the mandated performance measures. And our surveys indicate that our students are pleased with the education they receive and consistently recommend us to their friends and family. Western Piedmont is a college of excellence because we have the best, most dedicated faculty and staff of any college that I know. We do not say thank you enough to these individuals, so please join me in thanking the faculty and staff of Western Piedmont Community College as they stand to receive your applause. Thank you, and you all may be seated. Next, while I am thanking individuals who figure so prominently in our college, I want to thank those individuals who are not on the stage but made what goes on up here possible. Please help me thank the staff who helped make this graduation event happen, the student services staff. Let's give them a round of applause. Finally, and certainly not least, I want to acknowledge our representatives with the Burke Middle College who are seated on stage with us today. Burt Middle College consistently leads the state in performance, and today we have 35 graduates from Burt Middle College who will be receiving degrees from Western Piedmont Community College even before they receive their high school diplomas later this month. So as I call your name, if you all would please stand. Ms. Kathy Amos, who's the principal. Ms. Suzanne Crawford, counselor. Dr. Anna Moose, social studies teacher. And Ms. Lisa Wall, English teacher. Please give these folks a hand. Before I introduce our speaker, I want to draw your attention to a few items of ceremony that help make Western Piedmont's graduation special. First, you probably noticed the college's mace, carried to the stage by Jonathan Crumpler, who is the chief marshal. It's located in the center stage and held in a wrought iron metal stand. Historically, a mace was a weapon carried ahead of government officials to announce to everyone that someone prominent was coming. Today, a mace is largely ceremonial, used frequently in academic events, and they are a symbol tying the past of the college to the present. This mace has elements that date back more than 20 years at the college, and the current version incorporates both those historical elements and more modern elements, including the stand that was made a few years back by the welding students at Western Piedmont. Next, in your program, you will find a description of the ceremonial regalia that is worn by many of our faculty and staff. The colors of the hoods that are worn designate both the academic discipline of the wearer and the college from which the degree was earned. You might find it interesting to see how many disciplines are represented by the faculty and staff of Western Piedmont. Lastly, I want to point out the Presidential Medallion. Presidents at most colleges have a medallion that represents the office. I am wearing the Western Piedmont Presidential Medallion that debuted last year, and it gives me great pleasure to tell you that this is an example of the fine work that is done by the Advanced Machining Program at Western Piedmont. Instructors Brandon Hensley and Larry Thompson and our machining students designed and fabricated this medallion, which will be worn by me and future presidents at this institution. Now it is my pleasure to introduce this afternoon's speaker. In 2016, Dr. Jimmy Williamson, James Jimmy C. Williamson, became the 8th president of the North Carolina Community College System, a system that includes 58 community colleges and educates over 700,000 students annually in North Carolina. Dr. Williamson brings extensive experience as a leader, innovator, and proponent of community colleges, along with a background steeped in business, economic development, workforce development, and community service. Before assuming the role at NCCS, he served 2 years as president and CEO of the South Carolina Technical College System, where the highlights of his tenure included working with the universities and colleges in South Carolina to smooth transfer pathways, chairing a special Senate proviso committee to develop a comprehensive workforce development strategy to help close the skills gap, and attracting companies such as Volvo and Mercedes-Benz to the state. Additionally, he has been at the helm of South Carolina's nationally recognized apprenticeship program for Boeing, BMW, Michelin, and others, and was named State Employee of the Year by the South Carolina Association of Regional Councils in 2015. His insight into workforce development is informed by both his 20 years in the South Carolina system and rising through roles from the registrar to dean to 2 college presidencies and then to the system president, and by his 6 years in the leadership position with Agape Senior, a healthcare-related industry in South Carolina. While serving in the private sector, Dr. Williamson was honored by the ASHHRA with the inaugural Gary Willis Leadership and Innovation Award as a healthcare human resources professional. Dr. Williamson holds a Bachelor of Visual Arts and Masters of Education in Guidance and Counseling from Winthrop University, as well as a PhD in Higher Education Administration from the University of South Carolina, usually known around these parts as the Other Carolina. A longtime Rotarian, Dr. Williamson served as District Governor of Rotary District 7770 from 2014 to 2015. He formerly served as a member of the Chesterfield County School Board, the Winthrop University Board of Trustees, the South Carolina Chamber of Commerce Board, and various economic development boards. He has been honored by Winthrop University with the Alumni Professional Achievement Award, as well as the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Award. Additionally, he was named Citizen of the Year from the Williamsburg Hometown Chamber of Commerce. Dr. Williamson has been married to his wife, Kim, for 33 years, and they have 3 children, Jordan, Keyshawn, and Jake. Kim is a caseworker for Agape Senior of Columbia, South Carolina, and as a supporter of higher education, Dr. Williamson's sons have all either just graduated from college and are currently enrolled in college in South Carolina, so he is truly showing his support financially. As a new system president, Dr. Williamson has been a unifying force for the 58 community colleges. His leadership is helping propel North Carolina community colleges to a new level of innovation and acceptance. We all anticipate enjoying the same growth in North Carolina as the South Carolina system enjoyed, and it would be okay if he brought along more industries who would like to take advantage of our great community college system in this state. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the lectern Dr. Jimmy Williamson.
Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction that you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. And you are the guy or gal who'll decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not-so-good street. Graduates, those words from Dr. Seuss's Oh, the Places You Go will serve you well beyond today. And we did not coordinate before this ceremony. I thank each of you for allowing me to be with you for this very special occasion. To Dr. Helmick, members of the Board of Trustees, members of the faculty and staff, family and friends of the graduates, I am honored to be here to help you celebrate the accomplishments of those assembled before us. Today is truly their day, and each of you have played a unique role in their success up to this point. I've learned a few things over the years as I have presided over graduations, delivered speeches, and have been involved with this process. Primarily, I've learned that the best speeches are ones that leave you with a couple of points and are brief. I'll be brief today because I know that the only thing standing in the way of you receiving your diploma is me. Let's pause at this wonderful intersection as you relish in the wonderful moment and reflect on your journey that got you to where you are today. Remember that today is not only a graduation, an ending, it is also a commencement, a beginning, a new beginning. Each of you will have your own unique what's next path before you. For some, you'll be entering the world of work. For others, you'll be continuing your education beyond your current level. Regardless of your path, you will each face some obstacles along the way. It's how you handle those obstacles that matter the most. My own career path has not always been so focused. Sure, in hindsight, everything I've ever done professionally has led me to this position today, but it was not always so clear for me. Early on in my career, I landed in jobs almost serendipitously at times that enabled me to explore new ideas and concepts which I had not considered. While I was an undergraduate, I never once thought that I might be working with students on a daily basis, helping them succeed. I've even had some opportunities, like changing jobs and careers midlife, that I had never thought about. You'll have those moments as well. And they're disguised often as pesky little voices that encourage you to reach beyond where you are today. I'll have to admit, I've never had an opportunity come up to me and say, "Hey, I'm that great opportunity you've been waiting your whole life for." No, instead, it presents itself as a challenge or a roadblock, if you will, that gently steers you in the direction that, upon reflection, is the most obvious of all choices. Just as Dr. Seuss says, you'll look up and down streets, look over them with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. Many times it's just as comforting to know what you don't want to pursue as it is having a clear vision. I would urge you, however, to fully vet any and every opportunity that comes your way, even disguised as a challenge. Who knows? It may very well be that great opportunity that you've been waiting for all this time. I would imagine that one of the most disconcerting things about being a working adult would be for me is to hear that the job that you've had for over 18 years is moving overseas. The thoughts of how will I support myself and my family? The anxiety of knowing that everything you worked for is suddenly gone and could be quite an obstacle to overcome. Such is the case for David Morgan. David is learning the art of reinvention. He worked in a local furniture company for over 18 years until 2014, when his position was moved overseas. He immediately began looking for similar employment opportunities, but he soon discovered that it was not that easy. It was very difficult to find an equivalent position that had equivalent pay. That is when David decided to see this obstacle as an opportunity and go back to school. David was able to receive additional educational training through the Trade Adjustment Assistance Program and decided to enroll at Western Piedmont Community College's Industrial Systems Technology program. After he completes this degree, he plans to pursue his degree in mechatronics. David, I salute you and I congratulate you on your achievements. You're a shining example of not allowing a negative situation to define you. You will no doubt be successful wherever you may land professionally. Job well done. One final lesson that I'd like to leave you with is this. I would also urge you to approach life with the curiosity of a child. I'm sure we all remember how we could take simple materials like a blanket, a flashlight, a pillow, and we could magically turn our dining room table into a fort where we were the ruler of the universe and we were both undetectable and all-powerful. Or how a simple towel draped around our shoulder could take us from mere mortal to superhero. I don't know about you, and I'm not saying that I'm Batman, but Batman and I have never been in the same room at the same time together. That childlike imagination is a wonderful gift, one which we must foster daily. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, I think at a child's birth, if a mother could ask a fairy godmother to endow it with the most useful gift, the gift should be curiosity. While a fairy godmother would be out of the question, we do have the ability to awaken the inner child in us and think beyond what we know to be true. Think of that. I would urge you to stay connected to that inner child so that you will never lose your curiosity. We must all be lifelong learners because the career path that you have today may differ than the one you find yourself in 10, 15, 20 years from now. Remember David Morgan and his story. So, you'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact. And remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So be your name Buxbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai Alley Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Congratulations to the graduates of the class of 2017.
Good afternoon. I now ask the candidates for graduation to please stand. President Helmick, I'm honored to speak on behalf of the faculty of Western Piedmont Community College to present to you these candidates for graduation. I certify that these persons have fulfilled the graduation requirements for their respective programs of study as prescribed by the college and the North Carolina Community College system, and recommend that you confer upon them the degrees and diplomas for which they have qualified.
Candidates, you have prepared for the next stage in your lives by completing a prescribed program of study. Whether you choose to continue your formal education at a four-year college or university, continue your employment in your chosen field, or begin employment in a new career, you will be faced with the challenge of adjusting to a constantly changing world in this century. Our world continues to become more complex, requiring that we master the technological, scientific, and humanistic skills which contribute to the development of our society. The foundation you have received in general education will enable you to think critically, to reason logically, and to judge wisely, both in your careers and in your daily lives. Western Piedmont Community College has prepared you well for whatever path you choose. But I urge you to remember that your education is not ending, it is just beginning. Make a commitment at this ceremony to become lifelong learners and continually hone the skills that you have obtained in your time here. With the exception of the first row, will the graduates please be seated? The graduates will come forward as their names are called to receive their degrees and diplomas. And as a special request, I ask that audience members respect the solemnity of this ceremony and treat all graduates with dignity and respect during the upcoming conferring of degrees. Now, one of our deans will come forward to the lectern as we begin presenting our awards.
Division of Health, Engineering, and Applied Technology. Candidates for the degree of Associate in Applied Science. Civil Engineering Technology. David Steffen, Phi Theta Kappa. Civil Engineering Technology and Geomatics Technology. Brian Wayne Evans, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Computer Engineering Technology. Dylan Gage Ramsey, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Computer Engineering Technology and Electrical Engineering Technology. Tu Fang Hang, Honors. John Hang, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Computer Integrated Machining Technology, Jason Dwayne Bolin. Taylor Sowers. Digital Effects and Animation Technology, Corey A. Wall, high honors. Horticulture Technology, Jeffrey Lyle Holland, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Lauren Spiegel, high honors. Industrial Systems Technology, David N. Morgan, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Joseph William Pless, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Landon Dale Willis. Mechanical Engineering Technology, Joshua Hefner. Ethan Eisenhower, high honors. Brian Zachary Webb. Professional Crafts Wood, Jonathan Bingham. Dave Grady, honors. Simulation and Game Development, Joshua Dean Brown. Bruce Crump III. Ryan William Odell, Phi Theta Kappa, honors. Jesse Daniel Rosenberger. Timothy Scott Swan, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Sustainable Agriculture, Emily Ruth Arnsman, Phi Theta Kappa, high honors. Adelie Nikayla Branton, honors. Cassandra Cook, honors. Arden M. Hurley. Marjorie C. Kirby. Division of Business, Public Services, and Academic Support. Candidates for the degree of Associate in Applied Science. Accounting. Kristen Renee Dye, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Trevor C. Miller, High Honors. Business Administration. Judy A. Eller. Taylor Epley, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Hannah Lee Kirksey, Honors. Patricia L. Lohman. Sierra Marston. Kimberly N. Powell. Caitlin Smith. Casey Sullivan, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Catherine Todd. Kelsey Renee Walker, High Honors. Computer Information Technology. Crystal H. Bolick, High Honors. Kaylee M. McKay. Gustavo Sanchez. William G. Savory. Ronnie Dale Young, High Honors. Criminal Justice Technology. Michael Edward Benton, Jr., High Honors. Caroline Jeanette Bird, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Samantha Nicole Childress, Honors. Kurt Wesley Hoyle. Curtis M. Lipford. Rachel Marie Lopez. Andrew J. Osmer, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Sarah Elizabeth Powell, Honors. Tara Britton Sheehan. Andrew Scott Yates. Early Childhood Education, Samantha Ollis. Cassidy Noel Owens, Honors. Human Services Technology, Sonia C. Bowers Harshaw. Whitney L. Brown, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Raymond Lamont Bumgardner, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Matthew Scott Duncan, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Dawn Nicole Huntley. Destiny Nicole Talent, High Honors. Human Services Technology with a concentration in substance abuse, Holly L. Fonet. Joan R. Turner, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Interpreter Education, Rachel K. Barefoot. Areli Sabian. David William Yarborough Jr., Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Medical Office Administration, Shelby Lane Lambert, Honors. Caroline Elise Siegel, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Office Administration, C. Her. Renee Powell Holloway, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Julie Amanda Phillips, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Brittany Loftus Smith, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Paralegal Technology. Lisa Marie Burleson, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Desiree M. Hawk, Honors. Delia Young Hollyfield, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors. Victoria Marie Marchizin, Honors. Burke Middle College. Candidates for the degree of Associate in Arts. McKenna Catherine Clark, Honors. Allison Leah Farrell. Carlos Luis Foster. Desiree Alexis Johnson. Chloe Aaliyah LaFond. Kelly Mae Lane, Phi Theta Kappa. Cassie Panucci Lee, High Honors. Lindsay Ann Port, High Honors. Taylor Ryan Rose. Emily Lauren Shuford, Honors. Christy Marie Swinson, Honors. Chai Vang. Melinda Vu, Burke Collegiate Scholar. Cameron Javon Wade. Mally Yang, Honors. Ha Yang, Burke Collegiate Scholar. Emily Ann Young. Candidates for the degree of Associate in Arts and Associate in Science. Thomas Vincent Crosby II, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Christy Zong, Phi Theta Kappa, High Honors, Burke Collegiate Scholar. Candidates for the degree of Associate in Science. Yarly Demarez Alvarado. Madison Sarahan Berry, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. John Clifton Brown, Honors. Sydney Michaela Burnett, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Jennifer Estrada Ariano, High Honors. Silueta Laami Gaspar, Honors. Caleb Kongmong Lee, High Honors. Ashley May Pouncey, High Honors. Whisper Zioki Marie Smith, High Honors. Jamie Nicole Thomas. Chanu Jonathan Vu. Laurel Page Warman, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors. Richard Zong. Tu Mong Yang. Candidate for the degree of Associate in Applied Science. Business Administration. Brandy Janae Hunter. Career and College Promise. Candidate for the degree of Associate in Arts. Kirsten Lee Klontz.
think one of the interesting things about Western Piedmont is how many people in this county have a connection to the college. I suspect we have many proud Western Piedmont graduates here today, and I think it would be great to see how many of those past graduates are in the audience. So, before the graduating class of 2017 is officially presented, I ask all persons in the audience who are past Western Piedmont Community College alumni to honor our new graduates by standing. Let's see who you guys are. Ladies and gentlemen, that's quite a legacy for this college, and that's a lot of people in this audience. Will the Western Piedmont Community College class of 2017 please rise? And now, by the authority vested in me by the trustees of Western Piedmont Community College, the North Carolina Community College System, and the state of North Carolina, and in recognition of the completion of your prescribed programs of study and all other requirements of Western Piedmont Community College, I take great pleasure in hereby conferring your degrees and diplomas to you, together with all rights and privileges. Graduates, the tassel on your mortarboard is currently on the right, which is the traditional location for students who have not completed their degree. Degree completers wear their tassels on the left. So we degree completers would like to ask you to join us in our ranks, so please raise your left hand, your other left hand. That's good. Now grasp the end of the tassel and move it to the left, signifying your acceptance into the rank of degree completers. Well, normally this is the point where I ask the audience to remain seated, but you all are already remaining seated. So thank you, graduates, and congratulations.